My name is Ginette. I'm from South Sumter High School in Bushnell, Florida. State Science Fair, this is my first year. I'm a senior, and it's probably the best experience I've had in my entire high school career. I've been active in other clubs and different involvement activities, and I've gone to state conferences, but this one definitely tops it. I've met so many people, I've seen great work, and it's been really exciting to be here. Nervous, really nervous. For my project, I looked at consumer opinion and behaviors in the marketplace. I grew up in agriculture, on a farm, talking to farmers, and I've seen so many farmers shut their doors because of organic farming and the stigma we have towards pesticide use and fertilizers and GMOs. So I wanted to look and see what that opinion was here in Florida. I tested 500 people through surveys around Central Florida, and I found that economics didn't affect people as much, but when it came to their choices, but instead it was pure influence. 87% of shoppers agreed that they felt more sophisticated because they bought organics. I thought that was a ridiculous title. We're going to call ourselves sophisticated, not consumer friendly or environmentally aware, but sophisticated. I went and did a cost analysis, education, bacterial, and taste analysis to determine some evidence behind the social stigmas of organic and conventionally produced products. A lot of the research that's out there now isn't accepted in the scientific community because it's been falsified and it's so biased. So I wanted to look at my own research that I know I wouldn't be prejudiced against, and I wouldn't put opinion-based and facts in there. For my cost analysis, I found a family of four in Walmart will spend over $3,000 more just in fruit, meats, and vegetables alone buying organics compared to conventionally produced products. $3,000 coming from a low-income community is some people's almost a tenth of their entire income for the year. So if we're wasting that money and spending it, I want to see if it was actually going towards a good plan. In my original surveys, I found that less than 20% of the population in Florida has actually ever studied USDA regulations and they've ever looked them up. So 90% of our population is buying organics, but less than 20% actually knows what they are. I went and did an educational analysis where I presented USDA regulations to 50 participants who all buy organic products on a regular basis. Less than 20% of them prior to the experience could actually define organic, but after experience, nearly 100% of them could. But as this happened, I also saw their mind concept do a 180. Originally, they thought that conventionally produced products were bad for you and they were bad for the environment, but at the end, they actually thought they were just as good as organics and there was no harm to them. It shows that education can really go a long way in teaching our community how to become resourceful with the technology we have. For my bacterial analysis, I took lettuce, tomatoes, and apples, and I did a bacterial swab in a BSL-1 lab. I did this because we eat the skins of these fruits commonly, so we're digesting these bacteria, and while not all bacteria is bad for you, there are harmful possibilities that can happen in large amounts. I found that organic products had more bacteria growth on them, which can be expected because their fertilizers they use are manure. One of the most common bacteria in manure is E. coli colonies, which can produce digestive system issues. My final phase was a taste analysis. I used 20 participants and did a blind taste testing of mac and cheese, salad, cookies, and apple juice to see if people could actually tell the difference between an organic product and a conventionally produced product when eating it. And in all four of these categories, there was no significant difference in any of the opinions, and the majority of people believed there was no difference. I actually had one man come up afterwards and made me retest his entire trial because he thought I had falsified it. So I had to do it with my teacher to show him that I was actually using two separate items each time. All of the data can be used in our society in so many ways. 41 million people go hungry every night just here in the US alone, but we're one of the most innovative countries in the world, and we talk about how we want to help other countries and we want to help people, but we have technology and biotechnology that can help stop this world population problem and feed the population that's growing, and we choose not to use it because of a social mindset we have. I think if we start educating our public properly and actually show them the truth and statistics and not falsified data, we'll be able to break that barrier and become more resourceful as a community.